Once upon a time, in a kingdom far away, there lived a kind and wise king who had 12 beautiful daughters. They were all sweet, well-mannered, and loved by the people of the kingdom. But there was one mystery that baffled the king. Every morning, the princess's shoes were worn out and tattered, as if they had been dancing the night away. Yet, the king could never figure out where or how they had danced, for they were locked safely in their rooms every evening with no way to leave. Curious and concerned, the king summoned his daughters one evening and asked them, "Why do your shoes wear out so quickly? And where do you go at night?" The princesses, however, remained silent and refused to tell him. Desperate for answers, the king declared that anyone who could discover where his daughters went and what they were doing would be rewarded with a great fortune. But anyone who failed to uncover the secret would be punished. The princess's secret remained safe for many days, until one evening, an old soldier passing through the kingdom heard the king's proclamation. Determined to solve the mystery, he visited the king and asked for a chance to discover the truth. The king agreed and told him that he could attempt to solve the riddle, but if he failed, he would suffer the same fate as the others. That night, the soldier sat in the hallway outside the princess's rooms, keeping a careful watch. As the clock struck midnight, the soldier saw the princess's bedroom doors open, and to his surprise, they quietly sneaked out, one by one. They all walked down the long corridor, unaware of the soldier's presence in the shadows. The princesses led the soldier through a hidden door in the palace and down a winding staircase. At the bottom of the stairs, they emerged into a beautiful underground realm, bathed in the soft glow of sparkling lights and filled with flowers. In the center of the room was a grand silver tree with glowing golden leaves, surrounded by beautiful fountains and lovely music. The princesses danced joyfully, twirling and spinning in time to the music that filled the air. The soldier, amazed by the spectacle, followed them, but remained hidden in the shadows, watching carefully. As dawn began to break, the princesses stopped dancing, and they returned to the palace as quietly as they had left. The soldier returned to the king the next day and reported everything he had seen, explaining that the princesses had been visiting an enchanted underground realm where they danced all night long. The king was astonished, but also pleased to have the mystery solved. He ordered a grand feast to be held and invited all the princesses, the soldier, and the royal court. At the feast, the soldier was asked how he had discovered the truth. He explained that, on the first night, he had been given a special gift, a cloak that made him invisible. With this cloak, he had been able to follow the princesses without them noticing. He had watched them dance in the magical underground world and had learned the secret of their nightly adventures. The king was so impressed by the soldier's bravery and cleverness that he rewarded him handsomely, giving him gold, land, and a fine house. But the soldier had one more request. He asked for the hand of the eldest princess in marriage, as he had grown fond of her during his time spent observing her. The king agreed, and the two were married in a grand ceremony, with the other princesses celebrating joyfully. As for the princesses, their secret was finally revealed, and they no longer had to sneak away each night. Instead, the king allowed them to continue their dancing, but under his watchful eye, and the enchanted realm became a place where the entire royal family would go together to enjoy music, dancing, and fun. The 12 princesses lived happily ever after, free from their nightly secret, and the soldier, now a prince, was loved by his new family. The kingdom flourished, with the royal family bringing joy and peace to the land, and the story of the 12 dancing princesses became one of legend passed down through generations.